Hey, hockey card fans, we're back. Went back to Heroes Cards and Comics and got some more of the 1974 WHA O-Pee-Chee set. Got a whole bunch this time. Let's kick it off with the Hows. Gordy, Mark, and Marty paid, say, $25 for this one. This is card number 1 and one of the more expensive cards in the whole set. This is not even considered Mark and Marty's rookie card. It should be, but it's not. All three played for the Houston Aeros. Gordie Howe came to this league because he had a chance to play with his sons, and he thought it was a great idea. Plus, they paid him a ton of money. Houston Aeros were an instant success, and probably should have been one of the teams to make it to the NHL in the expansion. Now we got Edmonton Oilers, or Alberta Oilers, depending. Right winger Bruce McGregor. He's in his Rangers jersey, I believe, because he played for the Rangers. Next up, we got Quebec Nordique center Serge Bernier. Vancouver Blazers center Brian Campbell, the captain. God, I hate those jerseys. Why does Vancouver always get shafted with brutal jerseys? Ugly as sin. The Nordiques jersey looks pretty cool, so does the Houston Aeros. And we got New England Whalers right winger Tom Webster. I believe this Tom Webster used to coach for the London Knights, if I'm not mistaken. Cleveland Crusaders left winger Jerry Pinder. Winnipeg Jets right winger Norm Baden. Indianapolis Racers center Bobby Whitlock. This is also a rookie card. Now these cards are all in really good shape. Heroes Cards and Comics had a whole box of these, and there were a lot of doubles. So I was able to pick through and find the best one possible. Now, the corners are pretty, there's no scratches on any of these. The corners are pretty good. The cut's not all the greatest, and I'll show you one where it's like that. But for the most part, this was the best of the options. Then we got San Diego Mariners right winger Wayne Rivers. Many of these guys had played in the NHL before, but had never really been stars, with the exception of, obviously, Gordie Howe. And Bruce McGregor had been in the Stanley Cup final with the Rangers. Phoenix Roadrunners defenseman Jerry Odrowski, longtime minor leaguer, bounced in the minors and then various teams. You can tell because his receding hairline. That too is an ugly jersey. The Phoenix Roadrunners did not have a pretty jersey. Toronto Toros right winger Tom Simpson. This is a rookie card. Don't think he ever had another one. And again, going back to Quebec Nordiques, defenseman J.C. Tremblay. Should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he is. He won a lot of Stanley Cups with Montreal in the 60s. Excellent defenseman. Houston Aeros center Larry Lund. This is also his rookie card. So going back to the house for a minute, Gordie, Mark, and Marty. Mark was actually a left winger and Marty was the defenseman. But when they got the NHL, Mark switched to defense. Go figure. Back to the cards now. Going back to the Toronto Toros, left winger Pat Hickey. This is also his rookie card. He later went on to play for the New York Rangers, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Colorado Rockies. Believe he was part of the Lanny McDonald trade that sent Lanny McDonald to Colorado for Pat Hickey and Wolf Paymont. This card is the one where I said it's not cut all the greatest. It looks fine from this point, but then when you look at the back, it's not greatly cut. Alberta Oilers defenseman Al Hamilton. He later became their captain. He played with Gretzky in the W. Indianapolis Racers left winger Jim Wist, rookie card. This is his one and only card, I believe. Michigan Stag center J.P. LeBlanc. I know he played for the Detroit Red Wings later on in his career. Minnesota Fighting Saints center Mike Antonovich. I actually have his card for the 79 set, 79-80 set. The Gretzky rookie year set, he's in there with the Hartford Whalers. Quebec Nordiques right winger Regine Houle. Houle won a Stanley Cup with Montreal in 71. Then he went to the W, and then he came back to Montreal in 77, 78, and 79, where he won Stanley Cups. Retired around 82. He's most known for now for being the worst GM in Montreal Canadiens history. New England Whalers center Wayne Carleton. Definitely Photoshop that one. So I'm not sure what jersey he's wearing. Then we got Winnipeg Jets left winger Bobby Hull. This card's not in the greatest shape, but it's not bad. The going price for this one was $20, but they had it on sale for $10. There was one that was going for more money, but I wasn't planning to buy Bobby Hull or the House this time around. But because he gave me a discount, I paid over I paid $160 for all these cards plus some loaders. 2 packs of 25 loaders. So Bobby Hull and Gordie Howe alone were $40 right there. The loaders are another $12. So it does $100 for all these other cards, plus taxes. Quebec Nordiques center Michel Parizeau. So I really went all out on this time around, and this is probably, after Bobby Hull and Gordie Howe, this is the most expensive card. It is the checklist, unmarked. An unmarked checklist, great shape. This one alone was worth $30. The guy, when I go to Heroes Cards and Comics, the guy Glenn, he always goes by the Beckett guidebook, and he goes from the range. So the range on the checklist was $20 to $40 depending on the condition. And because there's no marks on it, the centering's not bad, the corners aren't bad, so he sold it to me for $30. Moving along, we got Minnesota Fighting Saints right winger Wayne Connolly. He was the assistant. Fighting Saints are also noted for having the guys that played the Hanson brothers, the Carlson brothers. Steve, Jeff, and Jack all played for the Fighting Saints, and I think Dave Hansen did too. Then we got left winger Michigan Stags Gary Veneruso. He'd actually played for the St. Louis Blues and played with them for 5 games in the regular season, but then played 9 games in the Stanley Cup final when they went to the finals. So he played the playoffs, and so he got an NHL card for that. And we have Phoenix Roadrunner center Dennis Sobchak. Rookie card. I know he played for the Cincinnati Stingers later on. Indianapolis Racers goalie Andy Brown. This too is a rookie card. I can't believe it because he played like 30 games for the Pittsburgh Penguins and never got a card. San Diego Mariners center and Andre Lacroix. I think he's the leading scorer in WHA history. He got 111 points that year. It's either him and Mark Tardif. I think Mark Tardif has the most goals and Lacroix has the most points. And again, going back to the ugly jerseys, Vancouver Blazers center Claude Saint-Savier. Rookie card. He actually has 1 NHL card, and he's only a leader. I think it's for the Vancouver Canucks. He was a leader 1 year, and he got a card. Or it might have been the Kansas City. I'd have to look it up, but he's got a leader card in the NHL, and that's it. Next up, Toronto Toros goalie Gillies Grattan. Rookie card. He has 2 NHL cards, one with the Blues and one with the Rangers. His Blues one, he only played 5 games that season. Yeah, he gets a card. I think it's with the Blues. I've never seen it. I've seen his Rangers one. He had a pretty cool mask when he was with the Rangers. And finally, we get Winnipeg Jets defenseman Lars Erik Solberg. Rookie card. This is so the rookie cards usually have no stats, but he was an all-star in the WHA, but came back for 1 year in the NHL when Jets were moved up. So there we have it. 31 cards. I am missing 3 cards from this set now. I know for a fact that I'm missing Ulf Nilsson, his rookie card, Jerry Cheevers, goalie for the Cleveland Crusaders, and I'm not sure which other card I'm missing. There's supposed to be 66 cards, and I only have 63. So I'm going to have to look and see who the other card is and get back. So I'm going to try and collect this because this is the second time the O-Pee-Chee released WHA cards, but it's the first real set. Because 2 years prior to this, in 73, O-Pee-Chee released maybe 40 cards for the WHA. That was it. But it was before the WHA ever played, or they were just starting that season in 73. Because these are the 73, 74. So before they'd even played, they had cards out. Bobby Hall had one. And I believe I have one of them for that set. So this is the first official WHA set, really. But there is a previous set before they ever played, or just a promo one, that O-Pee-Chee added to the very back of their NHL O-Pee-Chee set, which pissed off the NHL to no end, I bet. So this is the first real set, and I have the last real set. And then I have just little bits of just starting collecting the second and third one. So anyway, any WHA fans out there, let me know what you guys think of these cards. These cards are pretty cool. I love the style's pretty cool. It's different. They didn't have enough cards for the amount of teams they have. Each team gets maybe 6 to 7 cards, if that. So they definitely left a lot of guys out. But then again, this was a league which had a few bona fide NHL stars who jumped for some money, some guys who were on the verge of retirement, and then they had a bunch of guys who had been in the minors all their careers, and a bunch of kids who wanted to play when they were 18, 19, knowing they would never make it to the NHL until they're like 20, 21. So all you WHA fans and hockey card fans out there, let me know what you guys think of this, and leave comments in the comment section. Till next time, this has been Hockey Night in Belmont.